Let's talk about the fear of picking the wrong niche as somebody who picked the wrong niche and survived to tell the tale. So by way of background, I started out on YouTube 2.5 years ago. And on my original channel, I didn't know which direction I wanted to take it in, I didn't know what niche I wanted to make content in, so I simply started making content about everything and anything that I was interested in. So when I first started my channel, I just found out that I was pregnant with my third baby, and so I documented my journey through pregnancy, getting my house in order, basically my nesting journey of decluttering, and then I documented my home birth. I had some breastfeeding videos. It was very much like mum life content to start with because that was what was going on in my life, and that at the time was what I was most interested in. And I saw some real success early on with some of my videos. So oftentimes the advice is, when you don't know what niche you want to pick, is to make content, make a variety of content, and see what the public reacts to, what the viewers of YouTube react to, and then go in the direction of those particular videos. So my home birth video and one of my breastfeeding videos did very well for my channel. So for a small channel with under 500 subscribers, my home birth video got around about 30,000 views. One of my breastfeeding videos got around 15,000 views. So that was like viral for me. So talk about going viral for you, it's all relative to how many subscribers you have, like how big a channel that you are. So I saw some real success with these videos. I gained a lot of subscribers for my channel from these particular videos. And I continued to make like mum life-ish content, but ultimately I didn't take my channel in that direction. And there were a few reasons for this. Firstly, I just didn't feel confident in my parenting abilities. So I was following other like mum life YouTubers, and they really seemed to have their shiz together, you know? Like they were the earth mums, as I describe them, like they just seemed natural born mums. They had all of the kind of bedtime routine videos and the naps down, and like I just couldn't put my kids down to nap. I had no kind of schedule. I was definitely winging it. And I wasn't feeling like I was doing the world's best job as a mum. And I used to say this to my husband a lot, like I don't feel like I could make content in that area because I am not like these other mum life content creators. I do not have it all together, like I don't know what I am doing. So that was my biggest blocker there, was my lack of confidence and my fear that if I was to try to create the kind of similar kind of content that I was consuming in that area of YouTube, that I would ultimately fail. Okay, and I remember saying to my husband, like I can't create any more like home birth videos, like I can't just go ahead and do that again. And there was a limit to how much I could say about breastfeeding. I definitely wasn't a breastfeeding expert, I'm not a lactation consultant or anything, I was just a mum who happened to be breastfeeding and sharing my story. Also, the content took a long time to actually create. So there was an awful lot of filming and a lot of editing down. So the actual making the videos took a long time. So ultimately when I went back to work, I really struggled to create that content, and that was a real blocker there. But I would say that my lack of belief in myself as a mum and my lack of confidence was the biggest thing that held me back. So I think that's the first lesson that I would share with you. Don't let that hold you back, because with hindsight, I wish I had created that honest content about how I was finding motherhood, because in my head I had to be creating the same content as others in that area, but I didn't. I could have made my own version of those videos. I could have shared my own story, my own struggles, what I was doing to overcome those struggles, what I was learning with others. And this is such a common issue. Like, so many people start out on YouTube, or they think about starting on YouTube, and what blocks them is they feel like they need to be an expert in order to tell their story. Now, this is absolutely nonsense, and I so wish I had realised that at the time. Share your journey, be authentic. You don't have to pretend to know everything. all you need to be is like one step ahead of somebody else that is watching your content. And I'm sure that there would have been so many mums who were new into motherhood, or perhaps they were pregnant, and they wanted to see that other perspective. They didn't want to see just everyone who is nailing it at parenting. They want to see people who are struggling as well and see the realities of parenthood. And I think there was a time where social media was all like the best aspects of life, and people weren't being very honest about their struggles, and everyone on social media who was making it big seemed to have like the perfect life. Whereas now, I feel like content is getting a lot more real. People are getting sick and tired of just seeing the same story, the same perfect life, and they want to see people that they can relate to. So I feel like also now is the optimal time to just be your true, authentic self on YouTube. So that's my first lesson, is don't let fear and self-doubt hold you back. Share your true self, share your authentic story. If you're thinking about going into that kind of mum life area of YouTube, don't worry about not having the most aesthetic house. Don't worry about not being the perfect parent. Share your story, because I know I'm super interested in hearing those real authentic stories. Now my next opportunity to niche came along. So there was more than one for me on my original channel, and the next one was in sharing my health and fitness journey. So in 2023 I embarked on a health and fitness journey and totally transformed my body and my health in general. So I shared this story on my YouTube channel. I had a couple of long form videos, had a short form, I had a variety of short form videos, but one short form video in particular that really took off. So some of my long form videos were getting thousands of views on this topic, and then I had a short form video that went truly viral and got 200,000 views, and it was bringing in so many subscribers to my channel. And again, the fear and the self-doubt crept in, and I didn't feel like I could continue to make content about my health and fitness journey because I wasn't sure that I could, how much longevity that topic had. I felt like this was, a short period of my life that I would then move on from, and basically I was totally wrong there, because I'm still very much now, October 2024, on this health and fitness journey, and I really do wish that I had taken my channel in that direction at that time when I had the opportunity to do so. But I was telling myself that it wasn't the ultimate direction that I wanted to take my channel in. So lessons here really are actually, when you are creating content and testing it out on YouTube, be prepared to take your channel in that direction should those videos take off. And I hadn't really thought about that. I was just making any kind of videos about anything I was interested in at that moment. But I had to be prepared if something really took off and went viral, which I wasn't prepared for, to take my channel in that direction. So I wish I'd thought about that, but also I wish I had taken my channel in that direction. So how did I survive this ultimately? Because what I chose to do, I wanted to make content about my career. So I'm a lawyer, mum of 3 small children, ages 6, 4 and 2 now, but I've also managed to continue to climb the career ladder whilst having my children, and I have an unusual route into law in that I didn't attend university in a traditional sense. I did all my studying while I worked, so that's quite unusual, and I wanted to tell that story. I don't see many women in more senior roles within law and in insurance, which is a connected industry that I work in, and I really wanted to, not just those industries, I just wanted to promote women excelling in their careers if they want to, despite having children and all those other challenges. And I still feel very passionate about that topic. But in hindsight, my original channel wasn't the channel to create that content on, because the videos that had brought in the most subscribers were my home birth, my breastfeeding videos, and my health and fitness videos. Now, arguably, people who are interested in home birth and motherhood, they might be interested in my health and fitness journey post-parent, post-childbirth, but were they interested at that point in career advice, maybe not, because if you're coming to watch a home birth video, you're probably just about to have a baby and you don't really want to be thinking about returning to work. So perhaps in the future they might have been interested in that content, but the people coming across weren't necessarily interested in that content at that time. So what I found is when I started to go in that direction, I saw a real drop off of my subscribers and I really struggled to gain traction with my videos. Now, in hindsight, what I should have done is, well, two things I could have done. Take my original channel in the direction of the health and fitness stuff, or start a brand new channel where I would share my career advice, etc. And instead, what I did was try to change, like pivot entirely, like a dramatic pivot in my channel. And in my head, I think I felt like I hadn't been creating content in a niche. And that was wrong. I had found a niche, I had been creating content in that niche, and I was effectively trying to do a full-scale pivot within that niche, and that was just never going to work. So I learned a lot of lessons there. But how did I survive this? So basically, I started a second channel and I shared my health and fitness journey there, and I saw real success very quickly actually on that channel. I did have a period fairly recently of several months where I stopped creating content for that channel, and I have taken up creating content on that channel again in the last couple of months, and I've seen, immediately my videos really picking up there. My videos can get, hundreds if not thousands of views on my long form videos, and I'm only posting once per week to that channel. So that's how I've survived. It's not a big channel yet, but it's going really well. It's going in the right direction. I'm really enjoying making content for that channel. As for my original channel, for now, it lays dormant, around about 700 subscribers, but I'd love in the future actually to continue to create content for that channel. And I have in mind a decluttering journey that I want to undergo and sharing that, because I've shared videos on that topic before, and I think that's connected enough to the subscribers who have come along to that channel for me to take it in that direction. But for now, I am concentrating on this channel, which I've recently started, where I'm sharing my experience of creating content on YouTube and my tips there, and my journey basically as I continue to learn how to create content for YouTube. I'm sharing that here, and I'm really passionate about that, and I can see that in the future I could share some of the career content that I want to share on this channel. I can see how that would be connected. So if you want to change niches, you have to do it very gently and very gradually. It has to make sense for your existing channel, and I feel like I could do that. And also I will be continuing to create content on my health and fitness channel. So it's perfectly possible to make some real bloopers in your YouTube journey and survive. And ultimately, I don't really have any regrets, because during that journey, I have learned so much. And when I started my original YouTube channel, I didn't know how to make YouTube videos at all. I had no idea what I was doing. And I've really done all of my learning on my original channel. I've made all my mistakes so far on that channel, but I have no doubt that I will continue to make mistakes on this channel, on my health and fitness channel. I will continue to make mistakes, I am absolutely sure. But I also feel really fired up, really energetic, really positive about my YouTube experience and my future on YouTube. So if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you're worried about what niche to choose, don't worry. Just make the content that you enjoy about the topics that you are interested in. Be mindful that one of those videos might really take off and you might be needing to take your channel in that direction. So think about that and have faith in yourself. Have the confidence in yourself, have that self-belief. You do not need to be an expert to create content on YouTube, and just be your true, authentic self. If you're interested, I have another video which is all about why you should start a YouTube channel in your 40s, and I will link that here. I'll see you over there. Bye.